With the political and global climate always changing, it can be hard to keep track of which currency out there is doing the best. If you are going to trade, then that's vital information you don't want to miss out on. In today's video, we'll be covering the best international currencies to trade in 2022, so keep watching. 1. Kuwait Dinar, $3.32. First up, we have Kuwait Dinar, the most expensive currency in the world at the moment. The currency code for Kuwait Dinar is KWD. It's worth $3.32 in US dollars. The currency took the top seat back in June 2021 and since then has maintained its position. Many of you might be surprised to find a small country like Kuwait taking the top spot. The Kuwaiti people can thank their natural oil reserves for getting them here. Their reserves make up 9% of the global oil supply. Moreover, 80% of the country's income comes from oil exports. With such a stable economic structure, residents allow tax-free lives, making it a paradise for almost everyone. That and the fact that the unemployment rate is the lowest in the world. Before 2007, the Kuwaiti dinar was pegged to the dollar, but later the government decided to peg it to the multi-currency basket. 2. Bahrain Dinar, $2.66. Back in June 2021, when the Kuwaiti dinar took first place, the Bahrain dinar followed its tail and took second place. The currency code for this one is BHD, and compared to the dollar, it measures up to $2.66. For those of you who don't know, Bahrain is a small island along the Persian Gulf with a population of just 1 million. Like Kuwait, Bahrain also heavily relies on its petroleum exports for income, with the main source being the export of black gold. You'll find a lot of Indians in the country, making the INR to BHD conversion a popular one. Moreover, the Saudi Real and the Bahraini dinar are also heavily converted, with the exchange rate being set at 1 dinar equals 10 Saudi Real. Unlike the Kuwaiti dinar, the Bahraini dinar is still pegged to the dollar and has not changed its value against it for 14 years. 3. The Oman Real, $2.60. At number 3, we have the Omani Real. Its currency code is OMR, and it measures at $2.60. It's also double the value of the British pound. Oman is located along the Arabian Peninsula. This country, too, has its oil-rich reserves to thank for its economic stability. However, with the oil reserves depleting, the country has had to turn to other sources. Oman has dabbled in various resources like metallurgy, tourism, and gas production. With a vast pool of resources to fall back on and strategic geolocation, Oman is doing more than well for itself, which is also why the purchasing power of this currency is pretty high. So high that the government can issue 1 Omani Real note and instead has to resort to issuing 1/2 and 1/4 Omani Reals banknotes. This currency has been pegged to the US dollar for a very long time, going all the way back to 1973. 4. The Jordanian Dinar at $1.41. At number 4, we have the Jordanian Dinar, the currency code for which is JOD. Its value equates to $1.41 in US dollars. Jordan is an Arab nation located in Western Asia. The reasons for this currency's position are rather perplexing. You see, despite being the 4th expensive currency at the moment, the country itself is not enjoying economic stability. In fact, Jordan owes a whole lot of external debt. So why is it worth $1.41? Well, some experts argue that the dinar's high value might have something to do with the fact that the government keeps exchange rates fixed. Moreover, the dinar is heavily used for trade in the West Bank, a disputed territory along the border of Israel, Syria, and Jordan. Though the country's situation does not look really bright at the moment, good things are expected from it in the future, with Jordan even being dubbed the emerging market economy. Number 5, the British pound at $1.38. On number 5, we have the British pound. Its currency code is GBP, and it measures up to $1.38 in US dollars. Considering that the British pound topped the charts back in 2021, you would expect the same for 2022, but alas, that's not the case. The British pound may be at number 5 on the currency value list, but it's still the number 1 currency in Europe and the 4th most traded currency worldwide. Including England, the British pound is the national currency of countries like Guernsey, Jersey, the British Antarctic Territory, South Georgia and the South Sandwich Island, and the Tristan da Cunha. However, the British colonies issue their own bills that are different from the ones issued by the Bank of England, although they have equal value. With that said, you might find it hard to get some traders to accept other pounds as payment. 6. The Cayman Islands dollar at $1.22. At number 6, we have the Cayman Islands dollar, the currency code for which is KYD. 1 KYD holds the same value as $1.22 in US dollars. The Cayman Islands is an overseas British territory consisting of 3 small islands, Grand Cayman, Cayman Brac, and Little Cayman. The currency was introduced in 1972 as a replacement for Jamaican dollars. So why is such a group of islands packing such a strong currency? Well, it might have something to do with the fact that the country is a tax haven, meaning it provides individuals and foreign businesses with little to no tax liability stability for bank deposits. This is why you will find banks, insurance companies, and hedge funds thriving in the area. Number 7, the European Euro, $1.18. At number 7, we have the European Euro, the currency code for which is EUR. 1 euro measures up to $1.18 in US dollars. This past year, the European Euro has lost 20% of its value, which may have you doubting its efficacy in trading. However, despite such a loss in value, the European Euro still remains as good. It is the second most reserved currency in the world. At the moment, 25% of the world's savings are in European Euro. If we look into the Forex market, we will find that the European Euro was the second most traded currency in 2021, so going into 2022, it should still be a safe bet. The European Euro owes a lot of its value to the fact that it's the official currency in almost 17 European countries, some of which are great players in the global economy. Moreover, around 25 countries have their currencies pegged to the euro. You will also find that the euro is the official legal tender in over 19 countries of the European Union, including the likes of Ireland, Lithuania, Belgium, Germany, and France. Number 8, the Swiss franc at $1.10. At number 8, we have Swiss franc, the currency code for which is CHF. 1 CHF measures up to $1.10 US dollars. Switzerland is one of the richest landlocked countries in the world. The flourishing economy owes a lot of its stability to its banking system. Swiss banks are known everywhere for their strict monetary policies. If the country's unique stability isn't enough to bring you to the table, you can look to some of the world's wealthiest people for confidence as they use the currency to store their enormous wealth. In addition to its high value and stability, the Swiss franc is also known for its physical look. It's the only banknote in the world with a vertical look. Number 9, the US dollar. At number 9, we have the US dollar, the currency code for which is USD. 1 US dollar is equal to 0.85 euros. Being the national currency of one of the world's greatest superpowers, this currency holds a lot of sway in the global market. It's the most traded, most reserved, and the most used currency all over the world. Commercial and central banks worldwide use the US dollar. The dollar houses 62.3% of the world's savings, which is why this currency has been dubbed the global currency, meaning you can use this banknote to make trades anywhere in the world. According to a study done in 2018, 70% of the US dollar's banknotes exist outside the country, with a total of $1.69 trillion in circulation. 10. Canadian dollar at 79 cents. At number 10, we have Canadian dollars, the currency code for which is CAD. It amounts to 0.79 US dollars or 79 cents. The Canadian dollar is also sometimes called the loonie because of the bird depicted on its $1 coin. The Canadian dollar may not amount to much, but don't let that fool you, as this currency has the honor of being the 5th largest reserve currency and the 6th most traded currency in the world. It's all thanks to the various resources in Canada's pocket. The country boasts of some of the largest crude oil reserves, almost giving Venezuela and Saudi Arabia a run for their money. Moreover, Canada houses the 2nd largest uranium reserves in the world. The Canadian dollar is subject to fluctuations all around the year, with great dependence on the US dollar, since the US is the #1 importer of Canadian oil. Despite that, the currency is great for trading. And with that, our video comes to a close. What currency will you be going with? Do let us know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to our channel before you go. We'll see you next time with more videos. Until then, goodbye.